Well, welcome to our May Report, the world of equine news. I'm your host, Wayne Williams, and glad to have you join us. Dateline, Lexington, Kentucky. You know, the Kentucky Mobile Agriculture Science Center. Two 40-foot trailers filled with laboratory setups, computers, and other learning tools. Travels around Kentucky visiting elementary and middle schools. Its mission is to educate children in the agricultural topics using science as the basis for learning. The MASC units visit about 80 schools each year, reaching approximately 800 teachers and over 20,000 students. You know, the Kentucky Horse Council, recognizing the importance of including education on equine agriculture for Kentucky's young students, have approved a major sponsorship to go toward two new MASC units, which will be on the road by the fall of this year. Included in the sponsorship is the opportunity to provide a science-based experiment using an equine theme, providing a virtual industry tour video, and include educational posters about horse themes inside the trailers. The Kentucky Horse Council's Education Committee is working to quickly develop these materials in time for unveiling in August of 2013, and that'll be at the Kentucky State Fair. This type of project support is exactly what the Kentucky Horse Council is designed to provide, and said Anna Zinkon, president of the Kentucky Horse Council Board, as an educational nonprofit, we strive to educate all sectors of the public, but especially the youth, on information about horses and our valuable industry in Kentucky. We're thrilled to be able to participate in the Mobile Science Centers representing Kentucky's equine industry. Well, the words "we're just like you" were teachers, business executives, parents, retirees, students, you name it. But the one thing we all have in common is a dedication and love of horses. So roll up your sleeves and join us for a community service day at the Center for America's First Horse, Johnson, Vermont. Gather with friends and family and other volunteers among scenic views and amazing herds of Spanish Mustangs. Join us for a day or for as much time as you can. Work projects may entail fencing or landscaping, trail work, carpentry, etc. No prior experience is necessary, and all ages are welcome. Anybody under 18, though, must be supervised by an adult. Each participant will be required to sign a liability release before commencing any projects. We recommend dressing in layers, wearing long pants and long-sleeve shirts, closed-toed shoes, as well as possibly a hat and work gloves. Bring your water bottle. We'll provide beverages and snacks. If you have supplies, special skills, or a tractor, we need that too. It's a rain or snow or shine event, and it's coming up this month, so help out with the Center for America's First Horse, the Mustangs. Well, Dateline, Wellington, Draper Therapists, a leading company providing holistic therapy products for animals and humans, was excited to present their Best Foot Forward Award to Alec Bazorgi and Madison Billings, both from the Chicago area, for bringing their outstanding positive attitude and smiles to the final shows of the Winter Equestrian Festival. Now, despite some challenging circumstances, these two low junior jumpers lit up the showgrounds with fun and enjoyment as they put their best foot forward, along with their beloved horses. Quote, "We're here to have fun, and if I didn't enjoy riding and showing horses, I wouldn't be here," stated 17-year-old Bazorgi. "It's a privilege to be here, especially in Wellington," he continued. "Not a lot of people get to be here, and that's why I'm so appreciative of my parents and everybody who helped to get me here, including my trainer, Kevin Babington. If it wasn't for having fun here, it would be disrespectful to my parents and to the support of my team." Well, we'll be right back. A story of horse safety while you ride along the road. Stay with us. We at Speaking of Horses would like to thank the people who have made Speaking of Horses TV possible. To Equessentials, all your horse grooming, coat and care products specifically designed for your horse. A thank you to King Barns, custom-built barns, any style, any project you'd like. Get a hold of King Barns. To Overland Carts, if you want that versatile utility cart for your stable that can do anything, check out Overland Carts. Stall Butler, a unique design on how you can muck your stalls and save 90% of your shavings for reuse. Check out Stall Butler. And Eagle Erie Equine, modular systems for saddle racks, tack bars, and the like. Totally organize your tack room with Eagle Erie Equine. Thanks to all of these fine people who make Speaking of Horses possible. Well, welcome back. Now, we all have to navigate riding along a road from time to time. Now, there was a video spot produced for airing in Vermont by the Horse Council in Vermont. Now, all the state horse councils and horse groups around the country should consider this. Let's watch this safety video right now.
With more than 9 million horses in the U.S., it's very likely you'll meet one on the road. Be alert and be cautious. Horses react unpredictably, so look to the rider for guidance, follow arm signals, and keep your cool. Motorists should slow down and pass wide around the horse. Riders, stay in single file on the right-hand side of the road. Drivers, don't honk the horn or rev the engine. Mutual respect may save a life. Brought to you by the Vermont Horse Council, Vermont Farm Bureau, and University of Vermont Extension.
You know, Exploring Equine Clicker Training is a new conference that's starting up now. Equine Clicker Training is growing up and it's growing out. We've moved through the early pioneering stages, and it's now a training tool used all over the world. At this conference coming up, we'll be exploring the various directions it's taking and where it will be going next. Our speakers have the broadest collective experience in positive reinforcement, in training, and in many different species, and it's applicable to the horse training as well. Joining in this evolution of equine clicker training, keep up with the latest developments, give your training the edge. Meet like-minded people, expand your network, and have lots of fun. Now the conference, it's a worldwide conference, September 21st, 22nd of this year. It is in England. You can contact them at hannah.dawsonequine.co.uk. Now here's a sample of clicker training. One of the speakers who will be at the conference is Shauna Karish, who now resides in San Diego. Let's watch a bit of a sample of equine clicker training.
Hi, my name's Shauna Karish, and this is Mint, and I have a training system called On Target Training, and I worked at SeaWorld for 10 years, and that's where I first learned to train mammals, and then I took the clicker training and positive reinforcement training to horses. I started working with horses in 1992, and now I'm still, after a hiatus, I'm back with training the horses. Mint here has been gone for 6 or 7 years, and I haven't seen him but one day in that time. So this is his very first session. He's just been turned out. He came from Texas just now, got off of the trailer, and I haven't done any of his behaviors really except for one day in 7 years. So 6 or 7 years. So this is his first session. He's dirty. He needs clipping and grooming but I just thought, and shoes. But I just thought I'll just show what he does after such a long time and his remembering. So we're going to demonstrate some of the on-target training. Okay, so here we go. Apparently you're ready, right? Okay, good. Can you back up? Good boy. Good boy. Good. Target. Good. Target. Good. Target. Good. Now I'm demonstrating some of the fun things that he does, but he also learned all of his under saddle work with us too. I actually started my business with John and Beezy Madden, and I've worked with Olympic medalists, Olympic coaches, all the way to backyard enthusiasts. Okay, Minty, so back up again. Okay. Good boy. Okay, see a leg? Leg. Good. Next leg. Leg. Good. Leg. Good. And back leg. Nope, this leg. Lindsay. That's his bow, which I didn't ask for, but it's been a long time. Leg. Good. Very good. Good. And spin. Good. No. Pinky, back up. Back up. Good. Come with me. Okay, come on. Very good. Excellent. So you can see Mint's a little bit rusty, but considering he's seen me one day in 7 years, I think it's pretty good. So, and smile. Good. And go ahead and take a bow. Good. There you go. Okay, so you kind of see some of the stuff that Mint knows and what he likes to do, and or what he's been trained to do. And again, it's been a long time, so he's kind of anticipating, not as sharp as he could be, but certainly wants to do things and is excited, I think, to be back in the program. So anyway, so stay tuned for more. I'll keep filming progress as he gets cleaned up and shined up and shod and gets back on target.
Well, news out of Colorado, Ranch Sorting National Championships. They now have a title sponsor and the new name, Preifert Ranch Sorting National Championships. Bill Preifert, CEO of Preifert Ranch Equipment, says the sponsorship has very special meaning to the company. Over the past few years, Ranch Sorting National Championships has grown to hold events in almost every state. They've also developed partner alliances with the American Quarter Horse Association, the Arabian Horse Association, Pinto Horse Association of America, and the American Paint Horse Association. They cross-promote and co-sanction many of these events. RSNC's goal is to preserve the heritage and integrity of the ranching lifestyle while providing family-oriented, competitive riding experience at a grassroots level. Preifert Ranch Equipment has been an event sponsor with Ranch Sorting and the National Championships since it launched in '07. Now that RSNC and its over 18,000 members have taken the industry by storm, Preifert is strengthening that connection. Here's a short promo from Dave Wolf, president of the RSNC, and you can join us there as well with Speaking of Horses.
Hey RSNC contestants, I want to make sure you know that the 2013 Preifert RSNC National Finals has moved to Fort Worth, Texas. We couldn't be more excited to move to the Fort Worth Will Rogers Center for a great event. Please be sure to mark your calendar, make plans to come celebrate the sport of ranch sorting with us. Just like always, there will be classes for all levels of contestants, a week long of competition that'll be nothing but fun. But one of the resounding things that I keep hearing from our contestants is they want more cash and prizes. Well, we're serving it up. We've got two new programs. One, the World Series of Ranch Sorting. Did you know at this year's National Finals we're going to give away 2 4-star 3-horse slant load trailers plus $40,000 in that class alone? That's the World Series of Ranch Sorting. The second program is the RSNC Futurity and Maturity, something that we cannot be more excited about because what it's done is it's drawn attention from the whole cow horse industry to our sport. Some of the top stallions in the nation are nominating their stallions to get involved in the sport of ranch sorting. They see the market is out there. They see that we're buying good cow horses for our sport, and they want to support us. That's what the Futurity and Maturity program is about. There's a guaranteed $30,000 added to the Futurity and Maturity program. Anybody can ride in it. Foals by nominated stallions are eligible for the added money. There'll be huge classes with a lot of added money. That's what you're asking for. Come and get it.
The Kentucky Horse Park has announced the latest addition to its National Horse Center Office Park. International Equine Animal Welfare Charity, Brook International. Now, Her Royal Highness, the Duchess of Cornwall, is the president of the charity, headquartered in London, which has been reaching out to working with equine animals, horses, donkeys, mules, and their owners in developing countries for nearly 80 years. Quote, "It's a pleasure to welcome an organization with the Brooks history and prestige to the Kentucky Horse Park," said John Nicholson, Executive Director of the Kentucky Horse Park. "We've had the privilege of connecting with members of the royal family in the past, particularly through our All the Queen's Horses exhibition, so we are honored that Her Royal Highness Charity is now chosen to be here at the Kentucky Horse Park for a base in the United States. The Brooks mission is to improve the lives of equines and in turn help the owners who rely on them so very much. It's a perfect complement to the park's mission of celebrating the relationship between horse and man." The Washington International Horse Show, one of the world's most prestigious equestrian events, has reached an agreement with Monumental Sports and Entertainment to extend its run at the Verizon Center in Washington, D.C. through 2016. The Washington International Horse Show has become an annual highlight for the arena and for the Washington, D.C. community, said David Toohey, Senior Vice President of Monumental Sports and Entertainment and the General Manager of the Verizon Center. "Extending our relationship ensures a world-class equestrian event will continue to be in the heart of our city. The Washington International now is in its 55th year. It attracts more than 20,000 spectators in a 6-day show. It includes Olympic-level competitions with community and charity events, and more than 500 top horses and riders come to D.C. from all over the globe to jump for nearly $500,000 in prize money. Event highlights include Pursuant's high jump competition on Military Night, the $100,000 President's Cup Grand Prix on Saturday night, and the Kids' Day on Saturday, a free, fun, and educational community event. Well, we'll be right back. We've got an interview with one of Canada's best young clinicians coming right up. Thank people who make Speaking of Horses TV possible. We want to thank One Source Nutrition, the perfect blend of nutrients to help your horse. It's One Source Nutrition. And Revitavet, equine light therapy for either toning up muscles before competitions or to promote rapid healing. You want Revitavet. Equine Savings. This program can save you up to 25% on tractors, stable equipment, yes, and even on barn paint. Be sure and go to Equine Savings and check it out. To Hoosier Horse Trailers. Quality horse trailers, living quarters, you and your horse can ride in comfort. And Saratoga Stalls. Classic equine stalls built specifically for you. Thank you to Saratoga Stalls. And thanks to everyone who makes Speaking of Horses TV possible. Jonathan Field is a wonderful young horse trainer and educator from Western Canada. Now, we recently visited with Jonathan while in Denver, Colorado. Here's an interview and a short clip of Jonathan in action as we were at the Rocky Mountain Horse Expo. Watch. We're here in Denver. We're at the Rocky Mountain Horse Expo, and I'm standing next to Mr. Jonathan Field, and Jonathan is down from Canada. Actually, you were going to be here a year or two ago, and you had a little problem, right?
I was, Wayne. You know, I did all the risky things. I rode a horse, I started a colt, I played with 2 other horses, then I went and got coffee and delivered the mail. And I pulled up to a stoplight, and it was about, I think, 2 or 3 weeks out of the show, and I got hit. A car doing 70 kilometers an hour came up from behind me and I knew at that moment what whiplash was. Yeah. There's no stopping your head. It just, my hat hit the back window of the SUV.
Well, you were missed that year, okay?
Oh, boy. I was so sad to have to call Bill and cancel. I mean, all the effort that goes into promoting somebody coming, it was really difficult. But
well, you're here.
Yeah.
You're here this year, and we're glad to have you here. Tell us a little bit about your clinics here at the Expo, and you know what you're doing as far as growing your training program.
Yeah, well, I'm constantly trying to learn more, constantly adding more in and bringing new stuff. Last week I was with George Morris in Wellington, Florida. We filmed a DVD series together, so I'm constantly bringing new stuff. But this weekend is really great because horses always bring new stuff, Wayne. You know, you never know what you're going to run into. I've got a really, really, really hot-blooded quarter horse thoroughbred, but a lot of thoroughbred in there. That is a barrel horse that, you know, will not stand still, just is revved and jacked up. I've got another horse that we had this morning named Buck, who's the other side. He's just, you know, falling asleep all the time, and then she says, I finally wake him up, and then he wants to buck me off. So, you know, there's a wide variety that always brings, you know, you don't know the horses, you don't know the people.
Right.
So it's been great clinics. We're on to our 3rd clinic now, just 4th coming up here in a few minutes.
And you're going to be at the Can-Am coming up in a couple, 3 weeks, right? And yeah. I will see you there.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it. That'll be my first time there as well, just like here. And then we'll be out to Sacramento again as well to go there. And the Can-Am show is fun because it's in Canada for me. I just zip over and
I get to shoot back to Canada for this one, and I had a good time a couple, 3 years ago. We did the Maritimes for the Can-Am. We did Fredericton, New Brunswick, and then out of Nova Scotia, and had a ball.
Oh boy, I would like to get out to those to the Maritimes and see that PEI and, you know, all that country, and I'd like to go lobster fishing out there or something like that.
Yeah, we did some lobster wrangling, and there's no better lobster than right off the boat there for like $11 for a 2-pound steam whole lobster. Oh man,
I'm drooling.
Well, you know, Jonathan, you do a great job with your clinics, and people enjoy watching you. You're very informative, and you're a good teacher, and that's the good part. You really make it understandable. So, how do people get a hold of you now?
They can go to my website, jonathanfield.net, and thank you so much, Wayne. So nice to see you, and always a pleasure to see you. And you're also a great announcer. I love having you there. You can add a little piece in here and there, and you know what's going on, and I appreciate it.
Well, you got to baffle them with something, right?
Yeah.
I appreciate it, Jonathan. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. We got a lot more coming. We're right here at the Rocky Mountain Horse Expo in beautiful Denver, Colorado.
Moving anywhere? So smooth. And watch here. You see how I rode that down? But I didn't do it like, and whoa, I don't want to do it here. But I didn't do it like, feel nothing and go grab a hand and have a handshake. Have no sense before. So think about it like it's a slight sense before you ask. That you're going to say, before I say stop, I'm going to think about the word stop. I'm going to think about stop. I'm going to think about what my seat does, and then I'm going to do it in my seat. Before I go, I'm going to see me getting ready right there. I don't just go here to there. I didn't even do anything down here. We just got together on it. She knew. They're so sensitive. And a horse like this, who is so sensitive, they're all so sensitive. Even before I stop, I think about right there. Before I just go ahead, oh, so, right? And whoa, I guess, not go. That's Santa Claus. Do you? Go. Yeah. I used to get in trouble for saying ho. Yeah, damn it, whoa.
Well, Dateline, Palmyra, Wisconsin. A great trail ride and some friendly competition are in store for participants on June 1st at a fundraiser sponsored by the Southern Kettle Moraine Horse Trail Association and the Lake County, Illinois Mounted Posse. The two organizations are presenting an American Competitive Trail Horse Association event. Registration must be completed at the actha.us website by noon on May 31st. ACTHA has a national program and membership where participants can earn points and national prizes. That all according to Ada Duffy, the Southern Kettle Moraine Horse Trails Association member who is organizing this event. All riders, however, do not need to be ACTHA members in order to participate. A rider can participate as a scout to try out the obstacles. It's a day for a great trail ride along with some friendly competition. Now, fees for the participation start at $25, depending on your division. 6 temporary obstacles will be set up on approximately 6 miles of trails going east from the horse riders' camp in Palmyra. Participants and their horses will be judged on how well they complete the obstacles. Participants will check in at 8 a.m. and riders will get a briefing at 9. Breakfast and lunch will be available for additional fees. Well, right now we want to talk about cowboy dressage. It's a term originated by Eitan Bethalakami, and it's the real art of this type of dressage. Every year, Eitan and friends hold the Light Hands Gathering in California at the end of May. Now, this May 2013, it's no exception. Great horsemen, great horses, great fun. Now, here's a sample of Eitan, his beautiful Morgan horse, and a little bit of that cowboy dressage. Watch.
Ponytails, ducktails, and fast cars. As all-American as the legendary cowboy. Take this cowboy, mixed with a little classical writing, add music, and just a dab of grease, and you have cowboy dressage. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Eitan and his Morgan Stallion Holiday Companion.
Hi, this is Wayne Williams, Speaking of Horses, and we want to take a moment to thank many of the fine sponsors that help to make Speaking of Horses TV happen for you. We want to give a great big thank you to Equine Clot. This is a product you can carry in your saddlebags or carry with you in your horse trailer. Any injuries, you wrap it on. It's an immediate clotting process. Equine Clot. Check it out. Also to Equestria Safe. Equestria Safe is a wonderful company. They handle all the safety products from vests, glowing bands, all types of safety products. Please check out Equestria Safe. You're going to love the product lines and the safety ideas they have for you while riding your horse. Thanks to all the sponsors who make Speaking of Horses happen for you. Hey, you can join Speaking of Horses TV as we hit the road again for such places as the Ranch Sorting National Champions in early June, the John Wayne birthday celebration from his hometown in Winterset, Iowa, the new Pet and Horse Expo in Raleigh, North Carolina, and a live 90-minute special broadcast from Ocala, Florida, June the 10th. This will be on speakingofhorses.com and will be joined by Horses in the Morning host Glenn the Geek. Check the website for further details at speakingofhorses.com. Well, that's our report for May. Thank you for joining us. We're glad to have you with us. I'm your host, Wayne Williams. We'll see you next month for our World of Equine News report in June. Until then, we'll see you down the trail.